Hi everyone, welcome to Romantic Italian Weddings YouTube channel. I'm Alexandra, Marco's assistant, and in this video I will explain the legal paperwork required to get married in Italy. Getting married abroad is a complex legal process and, if handled incorrectly, could lead to all sorts of future problems. Happily, our team of experts draws on years of experience and an intricate knowledge of the ins and outs of marriage law. Wherever you're from, will ensure your Italian marriage is legally valid, both here and in your own country. We pride ourselves on providing a complete end-to-end wedding planning service. This includes a strong focus on the legal aspects of your marriage. Our services include a legal specialist to personally assist you regardless of nationality, an interpreter from English to Italian, step-by-step guidance through paperwork and legal procedures, up-to-date information on the latest rules established by the consulate or embassy. If you wish to get married in Italy but aren't an Italian citizen, the legal requirements vary depending on which country you're from. We have prepared specific information in accordance with the wedding couple's citizenship. UK, Ireland, USA, Canada, Australia and Brazil. Accurate information is provided for civil partnership as well, and we can check later the specific requests. Let's see now the requirements for British nationals. As a British national, it's important to make sure you have the following documents before getting married in Italy. A certificate of no impediment to marriage released by your local register office after posting your notice of marriage. You have to post your notice of marriage at your local registry office. A statutory declaration to be signed before a solicitor or public notary in the UK. Both the certificate of no impediment to marriage and the statutory declaration have to be legalized with a Hague apostille by the FCO Legalization Office in Milton Keynes. The above requirements shall apply to British nationals residing in the UK. A different procedure shall apply to British nationals residing overseas. Let's see now the requirements for Irish nationals. Any Irish nationals intending to marry in Italy must first apply to the Department of Foreign Affairs and apply to obtain a certificate of freedom to marry, or nulla osta. Further information can be found on the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade website, where you can also apply for a certificate of freedom to marry online. Please ensure that your application is made at least 4 months before your planned date of marriage. Assuming your application is submitted within the correct time frame, you should expect to receive your certificate within 8 weeks of the date of marriage. A nulla osta, to be filled with the registry office in the city the wedding is to take place, will be issued by the Embassy of Ireland in Rome upon receipt of your certificate of freedom to marry. Let's see now the requirements for US citizens. Valid US passport, a certified copy in long form of the birth certificate containing the name of both mother, maiden name, and father. The long form birth certificate does not need to be translated into Italian. A final divorce decree, if relevant, or death certificate, if relevant, of the previous partner. Neither the divorce decree nor the death certificate need to be translated into Italian. Atto notorio. The document can be obtained at any Italian consulate or embassy in the US in the presence of 4 witnesses. Should point 1 not be feasible due to restrictions imposed by the Italian consulate or embassy, then said document can be obtained at any law court in Italy in the presence of 2 witnesses. This declaration shall state that there are no impediments to the marriage pursuant to Italian law. Articles 85, 86, 87, paragraphs 1, 2 and 4, 88 and 89 of the Italian Civil Code. This document cannot be issued more than 3 months before the wedding, as it is valid only for 3 months. Nulla osta or sworn statement to be processed in Italy. This document must be issued in the presence of a US consular officer, either in Milan, Florence, Rome or Naples. This declaration shall state that there are no impediments to the marriage pursuant to US law. The presence of witnesses is not required. This document must be legalized at any prefettura office in Italy. American citizens must apply for a nulla osta before their wedding in Italy and are requested to attend an appointment at a US consulate in Italy and a second meeting at an Italian court of law. These appointments must take place before the wedding in Florence and can be scheduled on Monday and Tuesday or Tuesday and Wednesday. Let's see now the requirements for Canadian citizens. An affidavit before a notary public in Canada or a Canadian consular officer if you live overseas. You have to produce your passport, Canadian citizenship certificate, long form birth certificate, showing full parents' details and divorce decree if relevant before the notary public, who will endorse a copy of such documents with his or her stamp and seal. An original or certified true copy of a marriage record search issued by the Vital Statistics Office of each Canadian province where you have resided since reaching the age of 16. Based on the above two documents, the Canadian Consulate in Italy will issue a nulla osta, certificate of no impediment, to be filled with the registry office of the city where the wedding will take place. The nulla osta must be legalized afterwards at any prefettura office in Italy. Let's see now the requirements for Australian citizens. Any Australian nationals intending to marry in Italy are required to obtain a nulla osta certificate of no impediment to the marriage pursuant to Australian law. This document can be obtained at the Australian Embassy in Rome or the Australian Consulate General in Milan, where interested parties will be required to sign a sworn statement in front of an Australian consular officer. You will be required to produce the following documents: a valid Australian passport, a copy of death certificate or divorce decree absolute, if relevant. The certificate will be issued immediately, but must then be legalized at any prefettura office in Italy. Let's see now the requirements for Brazilian citizens. Brazilian valid passport, certificate of no impediment to marriage issued by the consular section of a Brazilian consulate or embassy in Italy. Complete details can be checked directly at this page in Brazilian language. Let's see now the requirements for civil partnership. British citizens who want to enter into a civil partnership in Italy must produce the following documents: a certificate of no impediment to marriage released by your local register after posting your notice of marriage. You are required to post your notice of marriage at your local register office. A statutory declaration to be signed before a solicitor or public notary in the UK. Both the certificate of no impediment to marriage and the statutory declaration have to be legalized with a Hague apostille by the FCO Legalization Office in Milton Keynes. The above requirements shall apply to British nationals residing in the UK. A different procedure shall apply to British nationals residing overseas. Valid for all citizenship. These instructions have been prepared on the basis of the most updated information. The aim of these instructions is to provide guidance to our potential clients. However, this guidance might be amended from time to time to current procedures by authorities involved in wedding paperwork, which will be confirmed by our staff upon confirmation of wedding bookings. Important for women. Women whose previous marriage was terminated within the last 300 days must obtain a waiver from a law court in Italy. This is issued on medical evidence that she's not pregnant. Romantic Italian Weddings team is thoroughly aware with the requirements of a legally binding wedding in Italy. We are here to guide you through each stage of the process and ensure that every requirement is attended to. Declaration of marriage. In accordance with the Italian law, all foreign citizens wishing to get married in Italy need to make a sworn statement before the wedding. We will accompany you personally to all the offices involved. Wherever you are from, we can provide you with full assistance and accurate information on the exact documents you will need to present.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.